Hey guys, Samsonite Bricks here, back with another review, and today we're looking at a very special set. We're looking at 75259 LEGO Star Wars Snowspeeder 20th Anniversary Edition. Anyway, this set has 309 pieces, retails for $40 in the States, $40 in the States, $50 in Canada, which is kind of steep. So the first thing I want to look at actually is the instruction manual. Not for any reason particular other than these have they're similar to the way the Ideas sets instruction booklets are, where they have like a little story about how it's the 20th anniversary. And we have a stat comparison with the original 99 Snowspeeder and this version. Then there's a little bio about the 20th anniversary minifigure, Lando. And then there's a little segment on the Battle of Hoth from Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, with some nice screenshots from the movie. So first we have the least interesting minifigure to me, just a standard Hoth Rebel Trooper, which features the same torso printing, I want to say, from 2016. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I don't have any others to compare to. But the helmet is also an old mold. I think it first appeared in 2009 or 2010. His weapon is just one of these old, I guess they used to use them as bazooka pieces from the 90s and 2000s, which is just a callback to the fact that this is the weapon that he had in the original 90s Snowspeeder. Remove that and you can see the torso print more clearly, and also removing the backpack we get this pretty detailed and nice looking back printing. This figure is actually really impressive. I just think he's the least exciting to me. Next for figures we have Dak Ralter, who is the unfortunate co-pilot of Luke Skywalker in the Battle of Hoth. He doesn't last very long. The helmet, I'm not sure, because I don't have any other previous Daks to compare, but I'm pretty sure that helmet's never had that side printing before. Pretty sure that's new. And if so, that just makes this figure even better. The torso and leg prints, they're pretty good. They're not rare or anything. They're pretty much used on every X-Wing pilot. In fact, that head has been used consistently on every X-Wing pilot that isn't Luke since like 2014, I want to say. Anyway, taking off that helmet, he does have a double-sided face that expresses fear at his small screen time and what's about to happen to him in the movie. Finally, for the actual figures to the set, we have the hero of the original trilogy, Luke Skywalker himself in pilot outfit. Legs and torso are the exact same as Dak, so I'm not going to focus on them. I'm just going to do a full 360. Comes with a little blaster pistol, which Dak also came with, I forgot to mention. And he comes with his father's blue lightsaber. Not Luke's lightsaber, not Rey's lightsaber, Anakin's lightsaber. Remember that, Disney. Anyway, I digress. Removing that, and the blaster, and the helmet. You see that he has, I'm pretty sure that's a new face for Luke, because it doesn't have those awful, disgusting old lines that the 2014 version of Luke had. I don't know what they were thinking when they did that. That figure was so ugly. This face doesn't look all that good either, but it just shows like the visor up so that you could have him kind of walking around after the Snowspeeder crashes, and he's put his visor up so that he can see better. I know a lot of people are upset that those new bulky helmet molds weren't used here and the old helmet molds were, but I hate those new bulky helmet molds. These ones are like, they're what I think of when I think of Star Wars pilot helmets. These are the helmets. You know, I'm okay with them changing multiple molds over the years, like Vader's helmet, because it's like a one and done thing. Things like these and, say, these helmets, they just ruin the consistency that your army or your collections have. So like if one Rebel pilot has an amazing new helmet mold and the others don't, it stands out. So I'm totally fine that they use the old helmet molds. I haven't gotten a pilot Luke since 2009 anyway. Yeah. Finally, because it's a 20th anniversary LEGO Star Wars set, each set includes a iconic reprint of a classic LEGO Star Wars minifigure. In this set, it's probably the most exciting out of all five of them. We have Lando Calrissian from 2003 from the original Cloud City set. This is a reprint of one of the most sought-after Star Wars minifigures ever. I think last time I checked, the original 2003 Lando Calrissian would cost you almost $200 in a good condition. His legs are imprinted, which are fine, but just look at that cape. Yellow on the outside, blue on the inside. I believe that was the first time they had ever made a cape piece like that when they made this figure, like with double printing inside. And it works. He's got the old-time blaster that they used to make. This is like the precursor to stud shooters, where it just didn't look realistic, but it didn't shoot. His face is like a classic smile, just with the mustache and eyebrows added. Turning him around and flipping the cape around, you see that all of them have a 20 years of LEGO Star Wars stamp on the back. You know, all around, this is a stellar figure. And each one of these figures comes with this personalized stand. This one has Lando's name on it, and the 20 years LEGO Star Wars 99 to 2019. And in another review, I'll show you how these start to connect with others to make a display stand. So first up, for builds of the set, we just have this little kind of cannon from the Battle of Hoth. It's not the best thing of the set, but I do like how it, can do a 360 there, and it can rotate on that. So you can get some kind of interesting poses out of it because it has 2 points of articulation. It does have a stud shooter right here, which I'm not going to shoot because I don't want to lose the stud right now. Spinning this little platform it's built on around. There's a binocular back there. There's a random jumper, which I guess is so you can place your rebel trooper there, maybe. Now, LEGO has made a lot of Snowspeeders. Like, a lot. Like more than any other Star Wars vehicle, they've probably made more. They probably made a Snowspeeder. There's been polybags. There's been UCS models. If you can count that last one, the UCS model. But the funny thing is, after 11 years of collecting Star Wars, this is the first Snowspeeder I've ever gotten. I have built the 2004 edition, helping a friend rebuild old sets. So I know I can attest that the builds have definitely changed since the older versions, and I think it's definitely for the better. This model's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Because I haven't ever built a modern Snowspeeder. I was surprised at how big it is. Lifting up from the bottom, it just has some landing skids made out of those types of slope pieces. There's 2 spring-loaded shooters, which, if you don't know by now, you push on it, and it's gone. From the bottom, it doesn't look the best. But up top, the sticker details on this set, actually. I'm not a big fan of stickers, and there's a lot. There's 10 in the entire set. But each one of these adds to the model in some way to me. I just think it looks better because of the stickers. I think the best angle is looking at it from the side, because you can see the different angles they use on the wings to get the positioning different. On the back, we have everybody's favorite stud shooters. Anyway, on the back here we have the harpoon, which I'm not going to take the time to unwind because it was a pain to get it hooked in there in the first place. But then again, I was building this at 12 o'clock last night when my motor skills weren't the best. Okay, so opening this up. Well, it opens a few ways. I'll just put the minifigs in first, stack in there. This cockpit opens. So when, in the movie when it crashes and Luke has to get out quickly and has to leave the corpse of his new friend behind, yeah. That didn't work like that. There we go. Inside the cockpit, there's a printed console up there for Luke, and there's a storage. This is, I think, new. I think they claim it's new. There's a little storage space to put the blasters. Up on Dak's end, we have this printed, or the sticker piece, sorry. The sticker that shows the grappling, the outside of his targeting for the grapple, or the gun on the back, and that's pretty cool. Again, on the other side, it's pretty symmetrical. The stickers are the same. One thing I like is all the orange that kind of peeks through, because the 2014 Snowspeeder, which I almost got a few times, did not have any orange on it at all. It just always stuck out to me because, when I think of Snowspeeders, I think of a white and gray and orange color scheme. So even the little bits of orange that show through the stickers, and like there's one orange piece in there, it just makes this look better to me than the 2014 model ever did. Okay, so final verdict is interesting on this set because I have to try to convince you guys to get a set that most of you probably already have in a way. Whether it be the 1999 model, 2004 model, 2006 model, 2010, 2014, 2016, or even the Sandspeeder. Most people already possess a Snowspeeder build. I understand that. I don't, until now. Also, we have to talk about the price. This is $40 in the States and $50 in Canada. The original model from way... Okay, let's not talk about the original. Let's talk about the last one, the 2014 one, which had 280 pieces. So pretty much had this. Didn't have this, but it had a Snowspeeder or a Snow Trooper and one of those little cannons that they always seem to throw with a Snow Trooper. So that was only like an additional 10 pieces. So the Snowspeeder is pretty much the same design as the old one. So this one's $10 more than the last one. That last one was $30 in America and $40 here. So why should you, a consumer who might already have this, think about picking it up? Well, I definitely think the figures have improved, as usual. I think Luke, Dak, and the Rebel Trooper are great. I think the cannon's pretty great, actually. It's just hard. Like, for me, I like the set because I've never had any of this stuff. But if you have, like, all these other Snowspeeders or, like, Assault on Hoth, you have everything here. I guess the real winner is when you look at it as a 20th anniversary set. You know, if you wanted to have all of them to display in a certain way and add in the inclusion of Lando, and the set value changes a bit. Because, yes, it's not the authentic 100% original figure because of that 20th anniversary print. But it's good enough that if you're one of the people like me who has looked at that figure for years and wanted it, to get it in a set this affordable is pretty good. The way I look at it is I'm paying $40 for the Snowspeeder set, which is what the last one was. So you buy in the States, you can look at it as you're paying $30 for the Snowspeeder and $10 for a reprint of a figure that runs for sometimes up to $100 to $200. So I mean, if you look at it that way, I think the value is better. All things considered, is a 8 out of 10. I really like what's going on here. The model, the Snowspeeders always look good to me. They always look swooshable. I actually like the turret, and all 4 minifigures in this set are standouts and pretty good in my opinion. So, but the fact that there's been so many Snowspeeders that might hold people back from getting it, that's why it doesn't get a 10 out of 10. Anyway, this is Samsonite Brooks, and until the next one, signing off with the first 2019 Snowspeeder review, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.